I trust that you're not an idiot and you see what happened. You know, LCD. So just multiply this times this, and that cancels that. And then since there's two of them, that leaves us with 1. And since there's 2 of them here, that leaves us with 0. So that's why there's this one down here. Because... oops, not that 2. Like that. Yeah. And then that's why there's none here, because 2, 2 cancel out. Okay, just making sure we're on the same page. Okay? But... okay. So, because this, we won't get nothing by plugging in numbers. So, we have to distribute the stuff in, because there's nothing that will eliminate a term. Okay? So, we like, boop, 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 boop. We just FOIL it all. And then we get this beautiful monstrosity. Okay, but keep in mind, this equal sign is saying that these two sides are equal. So this function is going to be equal to this function too. So by that, keep that in mind, alright? So then, we got to group the terms up together, okay? So like this. So you see how I grouped all the terms together? So all the x to the third powers are here, all the x to the second powers are here. And if you multiply this, cx, 9ax, right there, and right there. So like, pretend this is like one unit, alright? So like, this is like one number to this. Because we want this in the form of that. We want this in the form of that. So this is the same as this. Super confusing, I know, but hold on. But because we know, remember how I said that this means that these two are equal? That means that this 4 has to be equal to the constants over here. That this x has to be equal to these. And this x squared has to be equal to this. Alright? So then we just plug it back. We have to equal them to each other. So we have to set up this thing called the system of equations. A system of equations, alright? So this a term has to equal to 0 because there's no x to the third power over here. This bx squared will have to equal to this minus x squared. So the constant, like the coefficients, the b and -1 have to be equal. Then 9a plus c has to equal to the -2, and 9b plus d equals -4. Okay? So we get two things from here. That a is nothing and b is -1. So we already know what a and b equals. And so since a is nothing, that's 9, 0 plus c equals -2. That's nothing because 9 times 0 is 0. So c equals -2. And we know that b is -1, so it's 9, -1 plus d equals -4. That gives us -9 plus d equals -4. So d equals 5. 5, that's not a 5. 5. Alright? So that's how we do it. This makes absolutely no sense, but I didn't invent math, alright? Then, after we plug all those answers back into the original equation, we get -1 over x squared plus 9 plus -2x plus 5 over x squared plus 9 to the second power. We can distribute, oopsie, I did an oopsie. Okay. We can distribute out the negative, that one, but we also have to distribute out a negative here, because we have to do the same thing here. Because if we distribute that negative back in, that gives us -2, and negative times negative is +5. Alright? So yeah, that's the answer, and it's all sexy entirety.